Alright, conditional statements and while loops. Let's get to it. At the bottom, we're going to put a printf. It's just like your std cout or cout. In the last videos, we've been doing cout because we had a namespace. We're not doing namespace this video, just to get you in the habit of writing std : : your first if statement, it goes like this. Come on, there we go. If a condition is true, make a statement. The statement could be anything. It could literally be this. We're gonna make our own statement, of course. Let's say hi, and let's make the condition true. Okay, and again, you don't need variables. You don't need really anything. As long as that thing is true, or like 1, because in binary 1 is yes or true, 0 is like no or false. So yeah, as long as this is true, it's gonna execute that code. So let's say false, just to show you the example. Didn't execute the code. Let's add a variable just to mix it up a little bit, color, and let's assign the value of 1. Now, if color is equivalent to 1, this is your first relational operator. This is checking the relationship between this and this, between color and 1. If color is 1, then it's going to do the statement. If it's not, then it's false. So run the program, and of course it's going to run. Okay, so it went here, checked it. This was true. It printed the thing. Went to the bottom of the code, and then it said in program. System pause, which is this right here. And let's set the switch statement up. Let's do this one. And we can copy paste from this. And we can go down here and paste that, just like that. Now, switch statements work with the expression. Instead of the condition, we just take the expression, like 1 + 6 + 9 + whatever. It will take this sum and then put it in here and say, okay, if this matches any of my cases, like however many cases that you have, and it's going to do a statement. Since we're just doing 1, go ahead and delete all this stuff. And let's say something else. Hi, switch. Why not? The reason why you have a break here is because if you have multiple cases, like again, case 1, case 2, something like that, it won't stop by just doing 1. It'll do everything underneath the case. So if you had like 5 cases, it'll do all 5 cases if you had no breaks. If you had a break at 3, it'll do 1, 2, 3, and then it'll stop at 3. So just to give you an example, this is what that is. That's hi switch. So let's run this just to make sure it goes. It should say hi and hi switch. What an error. Oh, because case 2, of course. Again, hi, because it went here, did this. Hi switch, because it went here and said color is 1, case is 1. So do the statement, and then end the program. But what if we did this? Create a case, right? And now it should do everything in this code. Even though color is not 2, it's going to do this. And since we don't have a break, it's almost like a car. If it didn't have brakes, it's going to keep going. Let's rerun the program, and it should do, like I said, everything. Hi, right there, because that's true. Hi switch, because that's case number 1, and this is 1. And since there is no break here, it does case 2. Hi 2. That's how that works. So let's put a break, right? And let's do an if-else statement. So let's say if color is greater than, let's change this to 0, then print positive. Else if color is less than or equal to 0, right? Do something. And let's print nothing crazy. And you can keep doing these else if statements. You don't have to stop. So yeah, it's going to keep going. So you can do else if this, else if blah, blah, blah. So you can chain ifs, and you can make as many cases as you want in these statements. Also, at the bottom of each of these statements, they have default statements. Like if this condition was false and this condition was false, and you had 20 other conditions that were false, the default statement would be, this is the default statement. You can make a default statement. If nothing else was true, if it doesn't even have to touch any of this stuff, like it doesn't have to be greater than 0 or less than 0, that means it is 0. it would print out this default statement. And this has one too. It's literally called default. Boom. And then you can take this and you can put it on default. And we can call it switch default. Switch. Alright. So let's run it. What we got? So color is greater than 0, because it's 1. So it printed out positive. Now jump to the switch, because again, it's not going to go through these things. Once it finds a true statement, it keeps moving. There we go. Color is still at 1. Print F, high switch. High switch right here. It breaks here. It doesn't do 2. It doesn't do the default statement. So took this high switch, went down here, printed in the program right here, and then did the system pause. There we go. Simple stuff. I couldn't get to the while loops, but we will next video. And I'm going to do a game or something like that next video. So catch you guys later. I might edit it